Merry meet everyone. I'm going to be doing a reading from Magical Angels, and I'm going to be using a new deck that I got. It's called The Beginner's Guide to the Tarot by Juliet Sherman Burke. Okay, and it came with this little book. Really, really nice. Really interesting. So I'm going to be doing a general Celtic spread. These are the backs. These are the fronts. It's a pretty traditional deck. I was actually looking for another deck, but I didn't find it, so I ran into this one and thought it was a nice deck. And it would be nice for my collection. So, Magical Angels would like to know she would like to have a general Celtic spread, so I'm going to do that for her. First card is the present circumstance in your life right now. And we have the Nine of Wands. Okay? The Nine of Wands, you see here is a man. He's like battling a lot of obstacles he has, a lot of opposition. There's many things that are, you're kind of battling and you're kind of standing your ground at the same time. Looks like you have been through some obstacles. You're about to get through them, though. You're about to end a phase. You're 9 being a number close to 10, which 10 is the ending and completion of a situation. You're about to end a situation, and things are going to get much better for you. However, it's saying to stand your ground, okay? Be firm in what you believe in. Don't let nobody take advantage of anything that has to do with you, okay? Also saying that there is some sunlight in the background of this card, which says things kind of look dark maybe, but at the end of the day, it's going to be fine. And there's a lot of opposition here. There's a lot of battles that you're overcoming, but it's also saying to be careful. Okay? This card always warns us of being careful and being cautious regarding many things. Okay? Not trusting so quickly and just being careful in general. Okay? The crossing card to this is the Four of Cups in reverse. And the Four of Cups is very interesting because the Four of Cups always talks about disappointments. Talks about, basically it's a card that talks about even though things are not too well, there's going to be a solution to the problem. However, it came in reverse, which to me indicates that there is some issues going on, and it has to do with an emotional situation. But there is going to be a renewal, too. This card talks about a renewal. Things are going to clean up for you. Regarding opposition, crossing this, it looks like you have been disappointed about many things. Okay, but there's going to be renewal. There's going to be, things are going to get better for you in many ways. Okay, so that's the crossing card. And 9 and 4 together, I'm adding these two together just to get a general sense of your present. 9 and 4 is 13, and 13, 1 plus, okay, 4 is a number that's coming in your present right now, which is always a number of stability. It's a number of things that are pretty much in balance. So even though you feel that there isn't things that are in balance, things are going to start being in balance, and there's structure coming in your reading. At your feet, or the foundation of the reading, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This card talks about some reversals in regarding to finances, obstacles in that area. Also talking about maybe a project that's not going to go through as expected. Okay? In general, it's talking about anything that you want to start. There's going to be some issues there. There's going to be some situations that you're going to be a little bit disappointed regarding that, because there is some problems here indicated, and it's at your feet. So basically what I'm getting here is that the Ace of Pentacles always talks about a new beginning, a new enterprise, but in reverse there's going to be some obstacles with that new enterprise or that new project that you have at this moment. Okay? Recent past, we have the Death card, and this card talks about an ending. Okay? If it hasn't yet, it will. There's going to be some endings. There's going to be some completions too. And there's going to be some new beginnings. There's going to be radical changes that are going to be coming. And it has to do with this new enterprise, okay? It has to do with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's basically telling me that definitely there is going to be some endings, but there's going to be some transformations too. There's going to be a lot of changes going on with this new project that we have here, okay? The near future, we're getting the Queen of Cups in reverse. And the Queen of Cups is a card that talks about signs that are Scorpio, very strongly indicated here. I believe there's two more signs that I believe it's Cancer, and I don't recall the other one. I think it's Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, okay? One of those three signs, but definitely it's talking about a Scorpio, or it could be in the phase of Scorpio, which we're in right now. But there is a woman here in general that's coming up very negative in your cards. A woman here that doesn't look very good. So there is going to be some situations there with this woman coming in the future. Also in the future with this card is the Ace of Wands. And what I'm getting here, and we have to read the last card, but to get a total conclusion of it, but what I'm getting here is that there's going to be a new beginning, okay? There's going to be something that's going to come up, a new thing that's coming up, and it has to do with career. But however, there's a woman here that is kind of reversed here that isn't very positive about this new beginning in your life. So I don't know. Let's see what else the last card, so you can shed more light to this reading, because this part here is kind of confusing. There's something very positive ahead of you. However, there is a Queen of Cups coming up in reverse, which is telling me that there is a woman here a bit negative, okay, a bit negative, and it's telling me also that there is some kind of control, or maybe their reaction, maybe, I don't know, it's something here that's not looking too good with this woman. Okay, but let's see. The next card is the energies around you, and you represent it, and we have the Emperor. Very, very good card. Talks about solid. Okay, number 4 again. See, we've got a good number here, because this is the two numbers that I got here with the 9 and the 4 together. We got a 4. So we got a 4 again here, which is telling me you're very, even though there's some issues going on, you're going to be very stable. You're going to be very structured, and of good foundation. And it's saying that no matter what happens, and there is transformation around you, there's a lot of purple, there's going to be some changes going around. Even though there is some transformations, you're going to be very stable. It's going to be to your advantage, because I have a lot of yellow around here. So yellow is always a color of prosperity, of sunlight, of things that are going to look up forward, going to look up very positive for you. Okay, and the Emperor, again, is a card that talks about protection and a man. Okay, a man that's protecting you. It could be a spiritual guide that's pretty much guiding you through the whole process right now. Environment around you, or your home, we have the Empress in reverse. This is talking about maybe some situations having to do with finances again. Problems at home with finances. And again, talking about problems with fertility. So got to look at that card again. So that's a card that talks about some financial problems at home. Okay, your hopes or fears, and I think it's more of a fear cards, the Knight of Pentacles. You have a project that you want to move forward, and you're afraid that it's not going to move forward, and it's something you treasure. You see, you have the Pentacle here. You're holding it pretty much like kind of showing it to the heavens, and that's what you pretty much are hoping that it to go through, but you're afraid it's not going to go through. And the last card that goes with these two cards here is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I have two queens, and we have an Ace of Wands, okay? I'm going to pick out one more card to kind of shed some light, because this has to do with two people, okay? And this is the Knight of Wands. Very, very good card to have at the end, because it's saying, yeah, you're going to have some opposition with two people, okay? Two situations, maybe two women in general will come here. What's coming up here? But you're going to go ahead. You're going to be happy, because you're going to go forward with that project that you so want. And it's this Knight card that came up here in reverse that you were afraid of, the Knight of Coins. You're gonna go forward. Things are gonna move along perfectly fine. It's just a matter of a month, I would say, and you're gonna see how things are gonna start moving again. Okay, but that's pretty much it. Just look out for those two women that come up negative here. But in general, everything else looks very promising, and just some minor obstacles here, but everything else will be fine. Many blessings, and I hope you've enjoyed my reading.